Have you ever noticed how easy it is to slip into comparison, expectations, or constant correction with your kids? I've been there, and I can tell you when parenting becomes about fixing, correcting, or worrying, the joy gets drained right out of it. In this episode, we'll uncover why that happens and what level of parenting you're operating from right now, and how you can shift toward more joy, peace, and real connection with your child. And here's what I've observed: the way we react to our kids often mirrors how we react to other people and situations, whether it's at home or at work or in leadership. And when we learn to respond to our children in healthier, more effective ways, we are also training ourselves to respond better to challenges, relationships, and even the people we lead. Welcome to Realizations with Clarissa, where productivity meets well-being. I'm Clarissa Dunan, and as a mother, wife, entrepreneur, and leader, I know how overwhelming it can be to build success while also staying healthy, fulfilled, and present for your loved ones. That's why I created this podcast, to share my realizations and one core truth: that well-being is the foundation of success, happiness, strong relationships, and impact. Here we'll talk about mindset, habits, and simple shifts that bring more energy, calmness, and joy into your life and work. Enjoy the show. For the first 7 years, I didn't really enjoy my child. All I could see were her weaknesses, her mistakes, and her Down syndrome. And I constantly compared her to other kids, and I compared myself to other moms. I was impatient, I was grumpy, and reactive. In short, I was not happy. And I blamed myself, my husband, my child, and even her Down syndrome for my unhappiness. And of course, my child felt it every time I was upset with her, which was almost every day before. When we as parents react emotionally, our kids feel scared and insecure. They sense danger. And they become afraid to make mistakes, afraid to try new things. And this affects their learning, their self-esteem, their independence. But everything shifted when I made one simple choice: to accept her 100% and enjoy her every single day. And when I focused on enjoying her limitations stopped bothering me. Why would I be upset if I enjoy her? So I stopped complaining, I stopped comparing, I stopped expecting things from her: to learn quickly, to not make mistakes, to make me happy, and many more expectations. Those disappeared. And I realized that the entire time that I was expecting things from her, I was only having a relationship with my expectations and not with my child. That's why I felt so disconnected from my child in her first 7 years. And I was also disconnected from myself. And this has changed. And I'm very thankful for this. And life has never been the same. I'm happy with her every day. I'm no longer stressed by her mistakes and limitations. I never feel the need to change her because I enjoy her for everything that she is. And because she feels accepted and enjoyed, She feels good about herself. So she's growing up in an environment where she feels secure. It's okay to be herself. It's okay to make mistakes. I discovered that a very important job for us parents is to provide an environment where our children feel secure. They feel accepted, understood, they're seen, heard, and respected. And I've seen the difference in my child. She's relaxed, she reacts better, she learns better, she's confident, she believes in herself, she could do so many things. And she has the courage to try things and be independent. That's the power of feeling secure. And my daughter often tells me that she feels relaxed and happy when she's with me. And when she makes mistakes, of course, we all make mistakes, right? She would say, "It's okay to make mistakes. Mom loves me no matter what." And that's so different from before, when she would flinch and withdraw every time I got upset, as if she needed to protect herself from my reactions. I'm so thankful that I have learned what I'm sharing with you today. But learning all this did not happen overnight. Over the years, I have seen that parenting evolves in 3 levels. Level 1 is doing. So this level is when we see parenting mostly as a role or function. I'm a parent. We need to provide, we protect, we tell them what to do and not to do. But if we stay here too long, and if this is the only level we know, we can end up spoiling or overprotecting or controlling. The relationship stays surface level. And deep down, the child is longing to be seen as a human being. Level 2 is presence. When you are fully present as a parent. This is where we give our full attention to our child. We enjoy our child by really being with them, listening, laughing, hugging, doing things together. We're just sitting quietly, side by side. And presence is powerful. And our kids know it when we're not present with them, when we're on our phone, we're stuck in the past, we're in our head thinking, and we can't really enjoy them. We're not hearing what they're saying to us, or we're worrying about the future. They can feel all of that. Level 3 is being. And this is where we see our child as an equal human being, not inferior, not less than us. And we allow them to make choices, even if that means making mistakes. We treat them the way we would want to be treated, especially in moments of struggle. And this is where deep connection happens and where respect, gratitude, and contentment grow. Of course, on the outside, yes, we appear superior to our kids because we're bigger, we're stronger, we're more knowledgeable, we're more experienced, and financially capable. But if that's all we see, we miss something important. Our children are individuals with the same core needs as us. They're just like us. They want respect. They want to be heard and seen. They want to be accepted and understood. Yes, doing is important. Presence is important. But without being, the relationship often feels unfulfilled. The child could be wondering, why can't you see me? Why can't you understand me? Why aren't you listening to me? I realized that in my first 7 years as a parent, I was living mostly in the doing, in the superficial level, and I didn't enjoy it. It drained me and it eventually burned me out. But when I learned to go deeper into being with my child, everything changed. And I invite you to go deeper too. But parenting is not about being perfect, that you decide, okay, I'm going to be present, I'm going to go to the deeper level of being. You know, it doesn't happen overnight either. So parenting isn't about being perfect. It's about evolving as a parent. Some days we're stuck in doing, other days we find presence. And on the best days, we practice being. What matters is that we keep choosing joy, connection, and love over expectations. And of course, we will make mistakes. I still make mistakes. And I will still make more mistakes. But on the day that we make mistakes as parents, we offer the same love and empathy to ourselves. And we find the gift and opportunity from that mistake and the lesson that will teach us to become better parents and human beings. I'd like to share with you the mindset that changed everything for me as a parent. My focus is on enjoying my child, enjoying Sophie every day. And if I'm not enjoying her, it's a sign for me that I've slipped into thoughts that don't serve me. These are the expectations, assumptions, comparisons, judgment. And that's okay. I just have to come back to joy. My child and my well-being matter more than holding on to those thoughts. And my child is my teacher. She gives me opportunities to grow and to find gratitude in what's right in front of me. And if this resonates with you, if you want more peace, joy, and connection in your parenting, here are a few ways that you can practice this today. 1, catch yourself if you're in judgment or comparison mode. The moment you notice you're comparing your child or yourself to others, you pause. Take a breath. Remind yourself that every child is different, and so is every parent. And comparison and judgment don't help either of you to grow. They only create pressure and negativity. Instead, shift your focus to one thing you genuinely appreciate about your child in that moment. Or if that sounds hard for you, sometimes that could happen. You don't even have to think or be grateful. Just stop thinking, release those thoughts, because those judgments, the stress, they're all coming from our thoughts. And that small space, that small change can bring you back to connection and joy. And number 2 is consider to give even just 5 minutes of undivided presence. Put your phone away, be with your child fully, listen, play, or just sit together. Notice the color of their eyes. When you hug them, really feel them. This is something I do with Sophie every day. I can even feel her heartbeat. Notice their expressions, their laughter, their little details. And notice how different it feels for you when you're fully present with them. And number 3, see them as your equal. Next time your child makes a mistake, ask yourself, if I were in their shoes, how would I want to be treated? Then respond from that place of respect. If this episode resonates with you, I'd love to invite you to book a free coaching consultation with me. And together, we will Explore where you are now and what's been challenging for you. We will also uncover patterns that push you to react to your child, your partner, other people, or situations. These invisible mind patterns have been causing you stress. And once you become aware of them and learn to shift them, you will be surprised at how much your relationships, well being, and performance improve. If you're interested in that, book a free coaching consultation today. Perhaps I'll see you then. If you enjoy the episode, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe or leave a review. It will really help spread the message. Until next time, remember, your well being comes first.